Hello everyone, welcome back to Nusrat Ma'am ki online classes. Today I will continue with chapter 2, that is animation tool Synfig. In part 2 of chapter 2, we will cover various tools that further we need to use it in our animation. So now let's see how to create a new file, and from third chapter onward we need to do practicals. For that you need to get familiar with different tools. If I tell you to select beeline tool, you should be familiar with this beeline tool and you should know how to use that tool in your animation. So before doing animation, here in this chapter we will learn different tools like circle tool, rectangle tool, star tool, polygon tool, text tool and many more. Slowly and gradually we'll cover all these tools. This chapter is theoretical, but we will do it practically when I believe doing practical will increase your confidence and you will learn the thing by watching and doing. So our first topic is creating a new file. I will show you this thing practically. Here I open Synfig by double click on this icon. Here, if I want to create a new file, what I need to do? I had to go to Toolbox. I had to select File menu. Here, I had to click New or Control N is the shortcut. So this way, you have to create it. Alternatively, when you start Synfig, a new file is automatically created. So you don't need to worry for the new file. It will automatically create that file for you. Now, if I want to set property, then I had to click on this caret button. As I told you in last lecture, this black little triangle, and it will pop up the menu. And in this menu, I had to select edit menu. And from edit menu, I had to select property. In the property window, you can see the three tabs. That is image, time and other. The image tab is used to set the image size and the image area. The time tab is used to set the frame per second, start time and end time. We will learn more about this property later on. Now, after creating this file and setting the property, we can start with our artwork and animation. Tools. Tools help you to create artwork for your multimedia project. Synfig provides various tools to create and manipulate, means to change an object. Each tool has its own set of option and parameter. We will do this thing practically. Then we will read the slide. Here in Synfig, if I will select this circle tool, I will get all the option related to the circle in tool option panel. Here I just want to draw circle, so I will select create circle layer. And here how to draw the circle, just I had to drag this thing here. So I will get the circle of pink color. Even I can change the color from the parameter panel. So that is the thing we are going to study now. Each tool has its own set of option and parameter. Tools are visible in the tool option panel. We saw create circle layer for the circle tool. And the parameter are visible in the parameters panel. And we can change the parameter even, that we will do further. When you select a particular tool, the tool option panel displays the options that are available for that tool. Now we will see the first tool, that is the circle tool. Just now we did it. The circle tool is used to create a new circle layer. A circle has two important parameters, that is center and radius. If that duck is not visible, you have to click on this transform tool. So you can see the duck, and this duck is used to change the position of the circle. That green duck is used to change the position, and this blue duck is used to increase the radius or decrease the radius of that circle. So we will read now. Two important parameters are center and radius. Using the tool option panel, you can also change the name of the circle layer, create additional layer using the checkbox like create outline layer, which is used to create an outline around the circle. We will see that thing also. Here I want to draw circle with outline. So again I have to select the circle tool, and all the options are available in that tool option panel. I had to select this create outline D line. I have to draw the circle now. Here I can increase the width of the circle from the parameter panel. I will select the outline layer, and then here I will get the outline width. So here I will change it to something like 10. So we can see the outline even. So this way we can draw the circle with outline. Duck. If I want to increase the radius of a circle or decrease the radius of a circle, or if I want to move the circle, then I have to click on the duck. In case duck are not visible, then you have to click on the transform tool to see the duck. A duck is a handle that is used to control some parameter of a layer. That is the definition of a duck. This is the important question from exam point of view. Instead of going to the parameter panel and you are changing it, so directly you have to use the handle and you can change or control the parameter of a layer. For example, a circle have two ducks, one to change the position. So for that you have to use green duck, and to change the radius or to control the radius, we have to use the blue duck. Duck come in different color and they have specific meaning. The color of the duck signify a change in the following aspect of the object. Green duck to change the position of the object. Blue duck to change the radius of the circle that we did it. Orange to change the vertex. Yellow to change the curve. Dark blue to change the angle in a shaft. Different color duck, we are going to use it in this video lecture only, so don't worry. I will give the practical exposure of different ducks soon. Now we will see the rectangle tool. The rectangle tool is used to create a rectangle layer. To draw a rectangle, just you have to click on the rectangle tool and you have to give the point where you want to draw. Then you have to drag it to the opposite corner. We will do this thing practically. Click on this rectangle tool, give the point where you want to draw and drag it in the opposite direction. So this way you will get the rectangle layer. Now we will see the star and polygon. We can use the star and polygon tool to create a star layer and the polygon layer. The duck for each shape is different and change accordingly. We will do this thing practically. Here I can delete the rest layer like this. I have to select it and then right click and delete layer. Now we will see the star tool. Here you have to click on the star tool and you have to draw it like this. Then we will see the polygon tool. Polygon tool is used to create object of any number of points. I will click on the polygon tool and then I will give different point here like this. Suppose I want to draw mountain, something like this I can give. And then again you have to click on the first point to close it. So this is done now. This way you can draw the object of any number of points and you have to click on the first point to close it. Now we will see the beeline tool. Beeline tool is used to make object with any number of points as well as curve. In polygon tool we can create object of any number of points, but in beeline tool we can create object of any number of points as well as curve. We will see this thing practically. I will clear the screen by deleting this layer. Now we will select the beeline tool and this way we will draw the cloud. You have to give different point first. You have to do this thing practically after seeing this video. Then you have to right click on this point and then loop beeline and then click on any other tool to get the color. So we are getting color here. Here now we will see how to change the vertex. First I will turn off other duck to see the effect of orange duck, that is to change the vertex. This way you can change the vertex. Now we will use the yellow duck. I will turn off this and I will turn on this yellow duck that is used to change the curve. Even I can change the color of this object. What I need to do, just I have to click here. I will get the color palette editor. From here I can select color. So this way we can change it from the param panel. Yes, to stop drawing we have to right click on the last point and you have to click on loop beeline to stop the beeline effect. After drawing, the object can be edited using the duck, like we have changed the vertex, we have changed the curve. Now we will see the next tool, that is draw tool. It is the most common tool used for drawing. You can draw with the help of mouse. Here I will show the practical. Here I select the draw tool. Here I can change the background color and foreground color. How to change it? Just you have to click here and then from color palette editor you can change the color. Yes, brown color. And then here I will change Now I will use the draw tool to draw lamp. Here I will draw something like that. We can change the color whenever we need it. Suppose I want to change the color of this one. Here I have to select this region and then I have to change from the parameter panel. Like this I have to do something. You can see the changes here. Fine. So draw tool is done now. Next one is fill tool. The fill tool is used to change the color of any object. To fill a color in the object, select the color from the color palette that we did now. This tool has an effect on circle layer, rectangle layer, polygon layer, star layer, region layer that we did for the beeline tool now. For draw region even we did it now. Outline layer, we can even change the outline of the color, and checkbox layer that is not in your syllabus. So here I will fill the color. Here I want to fill this cloud with green color for time being. So what I had to do, I had to change the color and then I had to select the fill color and then I had to select this layer and then again fill. This way you can change the color, you can fill the color. Next thing is eyedrop tool. The eyedrop tool allow you to select the color. Right now I want this color back, but I don't know color code of this color. So what I need to do, just I had to select this color from eyedrop tool. Then I will click here. I will get that color. So I can use it. Just you have to swap fill and outline color. Now I want this color in cloud. So I will select the fill color and I will fill it. So this way we can select eyedrop tool to select the color and we can use the fill tool to change the color. Next thing is gradient tool. It is used to create a smooth transition between two or more color in an object. There are four types of gradient, namely linear, radial, conical, and spiral. One by one we will cover all these things. Linear gradient tool. Linear gradient tool produces a simple transition in a straight line. Here I will show you. To do gradient we need this background color and foreground color. Right now I am not changing it, it will be okay. Here I will select the gradient tool. From tool option I will get the different option. I had to select the type linear right now. Here you have to drag from left to right or from top to bottom. Now we will see next gradient, that is radial gradient. It is defined by center point and then fade outward. It is used to produce a circular color with the transition being at the center of those circles. So how we have to do? We will see this in practically. Yes, from here you have to select this radial and then give the center point only like this. So here you are getting center point or you can give small. Now next thing, conical. This has the appearance of looking down on a tip of cone. This gradient is along the circular arc of the center and goes in all the direction. Click to set the center and drag to indicate the direction in which the foreground and background colors should go. First I have to select this conical and then if I will drag upward I will get the tip of cone here like this. If I will drag here I will get the tip of cone in this direction. Spiral gradient, now we will see. This produces spiral gradient. Click to set the center of the spiral and drag to set the tightness. Here I will explain the concept of tightness, gradient and then spiral. If I will give the starting point and ending point far from each other, I will get a circle that is not that much tight. If I will draw like this, here I will get the spiral gradient with the tightness. Here again I will do starting and ending point is near to each other. We will get a tight spiral gradient. Now we will see the next term, that is the text tool. Text tool allow you to enter text by creating a text layer. The tool option panel will allow us to select the name of the new layer. You can select the single or multi-line text editor. Select the text tool and I will click on the canvas area. Don't forget to click on the canvas window. Then only the text entry dialog box will appear. Write some text here and press enter. So name is visible here. Here if I want to enter multi-line text. To enter multi-line text, I need to again select this text tool and from tool option you have to select the multi-line editor, and then you have to click on the canvas area. I will write something like, now you have to press enter key to move down. Some text I am writing here, and I will click OK button now. Enter button will bring the text onto a new line. So now you have to click OK. So this text I'm getting here. We can even change the color. You know how to change the color. You have to select that particular text, and then you have to change it from here. Yes, this way you can change the color. Here I give one homework to you. You have to write a word that suit your personality and that should contain in your alphabet of your name. So that thing you have to write like this, and you have to do in Synfig Studio using multi-line text editor, and then you have to post your answer in the comment section of this video lecture. Just for fun we are doing this thing. So this is your homework now. We will proceed now. Yes, we have done single or multi-line editor. If the single line is selected, then click the enter key to submit the value. While in multi-line editor, enter key will bring the text onto a new line. So when it is done, you have to click on the OK button to submit the value. Now you can select the horizontal and vertical size of the text. Here, size option you will get. Here you have to specify X and Y values to change the size, horizontal as well as vertical. So this way you can change the size of the text horizontally and vertically. Now select the orientation of the text. By default 0.5 and 0.5 is selected. 0.5 and 0.5 mean that text will be centered around the point you click on. 1 mean top left corner of the box containing the text will be placed where you click. 0 means bottom right corner of the text will be placed where you click. You can do this thing practically. You have to select the text. Suppose I will select this text, and then if you have doubt which text is selected, just uncheck it. So this one I have to modify here. I will select this text and I will check it, and here you can see the orientation. Here in orientation you have to select 0.5 and 0.5. It is the center line vertically as well as horizontally. You can even select the font family. Now we will see the next thing, zoom tool. It is used to get the closer or far view of the object in the working area. It does not affect the output result. It is just used to view the object from close or far range. Here this one we can use. So this way you can see the changes. Here control is used, and again you have to click to get the thing back. Now next thing we will see, width tool. The width tool helps to increase or decrease the width of a line. The width of outline will increase at the place where you move the cursor. We will do it practically now. I will take new canvas and I will close this one. I don't want to save. Here I will draw the circle with outline. Circle tool, and then create circle is done. Create outline B line is also done. Now I will draw this circle here. I will increase the outline width to show the changes. And from here I have to increase. This one is the width tool. As I will move this thing, you can see the increase in the width of the circle. If I will drag here, this side it will increase. And if I want to decrease the width, then I have to use the control key and I have to move like this. It will decrease the width. You can see the changes. So this way we can do it. Transform tool. We are familiar with transform tool. If the duck is not visible, then we are selecting the transform tool. Then only we can operate with duck. Transform tool allow you to select object like to move, rotate, scale the duct. Smooth Move tool. Smooth Move tool works just like a transform tool, except when multiple ducts are selected. Here you can select the multiple duct by pressing Ctrl plus A or dragging a rectangle to cover all the duct. When you drag one of the selected duct, the other selected duct will also move along with it. We will see this thing practically. Here I will draw some other object like star, and then I will select the smooth move tool, and then I will select Ctrl A. Now all the duct are active. So if I will drag this duct, all the duct will change together. Like this we can do it. Now we will move to next topic, that is scale tool. When we select multiple duct and drag one of the selected duct, other selected duct will scale relative to the center of the selected group. We will see this in practically. Here again I draw one more star. Select this layer. Now select this scale layer and then Ctrl A, and now drag this one so you can see how it operates. It will scale from the center of the object. Now we will see the rotate tool. When we select the multiple duct and drag one of the duct, other selected duct will move, rotating above the center of the selected duct. Right now I am selecting this rotate, so it will scale even and rotate even. I hope it is clear to you now. Now we will solve the textual exercise. The elements are organized as a page of a book or piles of a card in which of the following form, that is card or page based tool that we had done in our last video lecture. Which of the following tool help in changing the color of object that we did now, that is fill tool. Synfig Studio represent which of the following type of authoring tool? This is 2D vector animation tool, so time based authoring tool. Which of the following term represent a number of palette? A toolbox window separate into 3 palette, that is upper palette, middle palette and lower palette. Which of the following is the file extension of a file created in Synfig Studio, that is .sifz? Which of the following panels show the currently selected layer parameter, that is param panel? Seventh question is, which of the following represent a color of the duct used to change the radius of the circle, that is blue duct? We had done this thing. Green duct to change the position, blue duct to change the radius, yellow duct to change the curve, orange duct to change the vertex, and dark blue duct to change the angle of a star. Which of the following tool is used to create object with any number of point and curve? If any number of point is there, that is polygon tool. Here with any number of point as well as curve is there, so B-line tool. Which of the following tool is used to create a smooth transition between two or more color in an object, that is gradient? Which of the following gradient produce simple transition in a straight line, that is linear? Authorware and icon author are example of which of the following type of tool, that is icon and event based tool? Which of the following animation software let you create traditional hand drawn animation, that is pencil? Which of the following are the two important parameter of circle tool that we did now, center and radius? Which of the following term represent a handle used to control some parameter of the layer, that is duct? The duct used to change the position of the object has which of the following color? Just now I told you green color to change the position of the object. The layer visibility is controlled by which of the following operation, that is opacity? 0 means invisible, 1 means visible. Which of the following tools allow you to enter text by creating a text layer, that is text tool? That is all for the day. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned in for the next video.